In the heart of the vast savanna, where golden grass stretched far beyond sight, lay the village of Oloru. It was home to the great Bantu tribe, known for their warriors and wise elders. Among the villagers was Jabari, a young man of 17 seasons, strong in body but uncertain in spirit. He had long wished to prove himself, yet doubt clung to him like the shadow of a baobab tree at dusk. One fateful evening, as the crimson sun dipped below the horizon, the village elders summoned Jabari to the sacred council. The air was thick, with the scent of burning sage, and the rhythmic beat of drums echoed through the night. "Jabari," Elder Gahiji spoke, his voice deep and commanding, "the spirits have spoken. A great trial awaits you. Beyond the hills of the whispering winds lies the cave of ancestors. Within a sacred stone, Obu, the heart of the savanna, rests. You must retrieve it to prove yourself a true warrior of Oloru." Jabari's heart pounded. The cave of ancestors was feared by all. Many who ventured there never returned. Yet, within him, something stirred, an ember of courage waiting to ignite. At dawn, armed with a spear and a satchel of dried meat, Jabari set off. The journey was treacherous. He traversed dense forests where the trees whispered ancient secrets and crossed rivers where crocodiles lurked beneath the murky surface. By midday, he reached the Great Rift, a vast canyon that split the land in two. A narrow bridge of roots and vines was the only passage across. As he stepped forward, a gust of wind howled through the chasm, shaking the bridge violently. Fear clenched his chest, but he steadied his breath. "You are stronger than your fears," he whispered to himself, gripping the vines tightly and stepping forward. One step at a time he moved, each breath measured, each motion deliberate. At last he reached the other side, his body trembling but his spirit unyielding. As night fell, Jabari made camp under the vast African sky. The stars gleamed like scattered diamonds. Yet just as he was about to sleep, a deep growl echoed through the plains. Emerging from the tall grass was a lion, its golden mane glowing under the moonlight. It was not just any lion, it was Bantu, the sacred guardian of the land. The beast's eyes bore wisdom, testing Jabari's resolve. Jabari did not raise his spear. Instead, he held his ground and lowered his gaze, a sign of respect. "I do not come as an enemy," he said softly. "I go to offer respect to my people from the heart of the savanna." The lion studied him, then, to Jabari's astonishment, bowed its head slightly before retreating into the darkness. It was a sign. He was on the right path. After days of travel, Jabari finally reached the cave. It loomed before him, its entrance dark and foreboding. The air inside was thick with ancient whispers. He stepped forward, torch in hand, illuminating. Walls lined with carvings of past warriors. Deeper inside he found it, the Obu Stone resting upon an altar of ivory and bone. As he reached for it, the ground trembled and a ghostly figure materialized before him. "Who dares seek the heart of the savanna?" the spirit's voice boomed. "I am Jabari of Oloru," he said, standing firm. "I search for the stone, to honor my ancestors and establish my value." The spirit studied him before speaking. "Courage is mastery of fear rather than its absence. Do you possess the heart of a true warrior?" Jabari thought of his journey, the trials he had faced, the fears he had conquered. He straightened his back, his voice steady. "Yes." The spirit nodded, and the stone began to glow. "Then take it, young warrior, and carry its wisdom." Jabari raced back home, each step lighter than before. He crossed the great rift, faced the wild beasts of the plains, and arrived at the village as the first rays of dawn kissed the land. The villagers gathered as he presented the Obu Stone to the elders. Elder Gahiji smiled, pride gleaming in his eyes. "You have shown not only resilience but also insight and bravery. You are now a warrior of Oloru." Jabari's heart swelled. He had faced his fears, embraced his destiny, and emerged victorious. And so his name became legend, a tale of adventure, perseverance, and the strength within. Moral of the story: true strength lies not in the body, but in the heart and mind. Courage is the capacity to go forward despite fear. It is not the lack of dread. The journey of self-discovery and perseverance leads to growth.